There's going to be no harder team to rebuild in the NBA right now than the Los Angeles Clippers. They lost their second best player, Paul George, in free agency to the Philadelphia 76ers. They got nothing in return. They already don't own multiple future first-round picks from the Paul George trade back in 2019, and they went all in again last year, trading more future first-round picks to the 76ers for James Harden. So the LA Clippers do not own any of their first-round picks directly till 2030. The West has gotten so much better. This is a scary time for the Clippers. All right, what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? I am looking forward to this Clippers rebuild because it is going to be a challenge. I'm going to try to get Kawhi one last ring so he can win 3 titles with 3 different teams. He won it with San Antonio in 14, Toronto in 19, has still yet to get it in Los Angeles. I don't know if James Harden's going to be on this team. Funny enough, when I said that the Clippers gave up future first-round picks to Philadelphia for Harden, Philly also took Paul George from them. So that indirectly is going to make Philly in a good position because if the Clippers are bad in a few years, the 76ers get to have Paul George and the Clippers for future first-round picks. Ivica Zubac's got a new contract in the offseason. I thought it was a little interesting that that deal got done. Maybe they didn't want to risk him getting to free agency next year. He's going to get a nice pay raise, about 50% on that contract. And then you have Norman Powell, who's a fine bench player, but he's getting up there in age. He's 31 years old. There has been a decline, I think, on the defensive end of the floor. We'll see how he looks this year. Derrick Jones Jr. was a nice pickup on their mid-level exception in free agency. He's a good defender. They brought in Kevin Porter Jr. on a 1-year deal. Obviously, that is not really a great morale decision, but they're desperate, and that's what desperate teams do. Terrence Mann has 1 year left on his deal. They brought back Nick Batum, who was here a couple years ago, or I guess last year before the Harden trade. I like the Chris Dunn signing. He's a good defender. Bones Highland, we'll see if he's got anything left in his career on this rookie contract. We'll see what Kobe Brown can do, former first-round pick back in 23. Mo Bamba, can he be a good backup center? They have Jordan Miller on a 2-way. Kai Jones, Cam Christie, who I like, who they just drafted. I'm going to send Cam Christie, though, to the G League this season. So we'll see if James Harden can kind of go back to Brooklyn Harden, where he's going to have the highest usage in a little bit. Maybe since that first stint in Philadelphia, he's going to be the starting point guard. We had Norman Powell at the 2, Derrick Jones Jr. at the 3, Kawhi at the 4, and Zubac at the 5. It's okay defensively. I mean, the 3, 4, 5 are really good defensively. The backcourt is going to have its weakness part there. Off the bench, you got Kevin Porter Jr., Terrence Mann, Nick Batum, Chris Dunn, Bones Highland. Right now, we are going to probably make some trades this season. Also, as I'm making this bench, we don't really have a traditional backup big man, so I don't think Bones Highland's going to get minutes. I'm going to have to give them to Mo Bamba. I just have to play a backup center. Under Ty Lue, we're a 3-star defense, but we're going to go to 4-star balance. And this is going to have to be the season of Kawhi and Harden. Can they carry this team to a play-in tournament appearance? Because our first-round pick this year is a swap with Oklahoma City. That's not great. Not great whatsoever, because Oklahoma City is projected to be one of the best teams in the NBA. Well, we're lucky if we're like a play-in tournament team, in my opinion, because the West is loaded. I can give you 8 teams that I think will be better, at least on paper. Memphis is 1, Sacramento's 2, Lakers 3, Mavericks 4, Denver is 5, Golden State, you could make an argument, could be 6, Phoenix 7, Houston could be 8, Oklahoma City could be 9, Minnesota 10, New Orleans 11, and then if you want to remove Houston and Golden State from that, that's 9. It's just not great. We're not in a great position, and if Kawhi goes down, like, it's a mess. Harden drops 29 and 9 on opening night, and we beat the Suns. All right, good start to the year. But it was only a good start. We lost 4 in a row after that. We lost by 12 to Denver, 17 to Golden State, 12 to Portland. That may be the worst loss. Oh my God. And then we lost by 16 to Phoenix. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting team. I mean, maybe if Harden's really good, I could trade him at the deadline and that could help me out some way. I did get offered Zach LaVine for James Harden, which I did think about, I won't lie, because at least Zach LaVine's younger, but he's making so much money. And I could see Chicago wanting to do that because Harden could opt out. I mean, they get out of that LaVine contract, but I don't know. It could be a lose-lose all around. Our first NBA Cup game is against the Rockets. We ended up losing by 4. Harden dropped 41. Man, Harden's been really good to start off this season. Kawhi, I'm going to need you to step it up. And all right, we've been a little bit better as of late. We're 11 and 8 through our first 19 games this year, which actually puts us as the 4th seed in the Western Conference. How about that? If we look here at the points per game totals, yeah, Harden 24 and 10. He's kind of going back to maybe his final year. Well, not his final full year in Houston, but basically that first Brooklyn year, which is amazing. I will definitely take that from Harden. And then there's Kawhi, 21, 6 and 5. He's having a really good year as well as maybe like a number 2 scoring option. All right, Norman Powell is shooting the ball really well. Ivica Zubac has been a great big man for us. Maybe we're back. All right, so we're about 500 through the first 37 games this year. We're 18 and 19, which puts us in the play-in tournament right now, and I'm fine if I lose the 12th 13th, 14th overall pick. I just don't want to end up maybe at number 11 into the lottery. And what happened to the Hawks last year, or 10, and then you just move up to number 1, and then it's like, all right, I just gave the Thunder Cooper Flagg or Ace Bailey or somebody like that. I just don't want that to happen. Harden's scoring has come down a little bit from that hot start, but he's still having a positive year for us. Same with Kawhi Leonard. He's been an elite shooter overall, 50, 40, 90 on the year. Norman Powell has been good for us. I do think we have to get creative at this trade deadline, and I see no reason for us to sell. I think we should definitely buy at the deadline. I've been going through the trade block, and we could kind of get, I don't know, I see like Andre Jackson we could buy very low. I mean, the Bucks are also 12 and 23. Do I see if Middleton's available? Do I see if Bobby Portis is available? I may see what that is. Jordan Poole is on the trade block. I don't really know. I mean, it would bring life to this team, but I don't really know if that's a good decision. Yeah, like Harrison Barnes, Zach Collins, those are definitely some buy low options. For some reason, Quickly and RJ Barrett are on the trade block as they're 15 and 23. I wouldn't hate RJ Barrett here, but I also would feel like Kawhi, where he excels at in the mid-range game, that may not correspond well with RJ Barrett in the half court. We'll see. Michael Porter Jr. is on the block, but that doesn't make sense. They're 25 and 11. We could call Brooklyn. I'm sure everybody is available. All right, and Bobby Portis is available for a trade. We're going to send them Terrence Mann, and then we're also going to send them Bones Highland, as well as a future second-round pick. I'm going to get AJ Green in this trade, which is very nice because he's an elite three-point shooter, and I'm getting Bobby Portis as well. We're kind of going all in on this year, and I like the addition of Bobby Portis, who we could now put at the power forward spot if we want to move Kawhi back to the small forward, which I kind of want to do just because Derrick Jones Jr. has been kind of inefficient as of late. I mean, Batum's been good. I think we still have enough depth to maybe make another trade down the line. Like, I may look to move Kevin Porter Jr. I just don't know if I really want him on this team. And I think Derrick Jones Jr. could be way more valuable in a bench role, playing 20 minutes a night where I'm going to get 110% rather than that stretched out, and he's asked to be a top scoring option, and now we're starting 5. So yeah, we'll see what Bobby Portis and Ivica Zubac can do in that front court. I kind of like that. All right, so we haven't been too much better. I guess we've technically been worse with Bobby Portis, as we are 23 and 27 right now. We are currently sitting as the 12th seed in the Western Conference. Now, Bobby Portis is under contract next year as well, so I'm not regretting that, even though he has not been good and it's looking like the Bucks fleeced us. I still think we're going to enter the trade block. Man, Norman Powell's been good, but that could be valuable if I wanted to make a trade on draft night. I think we're going to still enter the trade market as a buyer. Try to get creative with it. I don't know. Try to still build around this team. I don't know what we could be needed. Maybe it's a better bench scorer than Kevin Porter Jr., who I kind of just want off the team. Nick Batum, I think, is fine in a limited role. All right, I want to see if I can get B-Ball Paul and 3 second-round picks from the Pistons for Kevin Porter Jr. and Amir Coffey. They're going to say no. What about if I do just 2 second-rounders? They say no. What about 1? They say yes to that. Okay, so we add B-Ball Paul, who is an upgrade over Mo Bamba on the bench. And then we're going to send Mo Bamba and Kai Jones to the Memphis Grizzlies for Garrett Temple and expiring contract Luke Kennard, who hopefully can be better for us because he has not been a good shooter this year. And here's what the rotation is going to look like. Same starting 5. The bench is Derrick Jones Jr., B-Ball Paul, Nick Batum, AJ Green, and Luke Kennard, as well as Chris Dunn. So it's going to be a 6-man bench. And Luka Doncic averages a 32-point triple-double and wins MVP. Alex Sarr takes home Rookie of the Year. Amen Thompson is your 6th man of the year, and Wemby takes home Depoy. Amen Thompson also got Most Improved. Shout out to him. And Trae Young won Clutch Player of the Year. Mike Malone, Coach of the Year. I wonder if we'll see Harden. Okay, yeah, Harden's on All-NBA second team. He averaged 23 points, 10.5 assists, shot 45 from the field, 36 from 3, 85 from the line. A great potentially final year in Los Angeles for Harden. I believe he does have a player option. I don't know if 2K's given that to him, though. It will be interesting to see if he's on our team next year. That is a big decision we're going to have to make this offseason, which I am nervous for. We did, okay, that is fantastic. We had a strong second half. We finished as the 5 seed. I thought we were going to flirt with the 7th seed because we were just 2 games out towards the end of the year, and then we went on a nice stretch towards the end of the season. Yeah, we went 8-2 in our final 10 games, which is fantastic because now we don't have to worry about being in the playing tournament. We're a 5 seed, and we're going to be giving the Thunder like the 18th overall pick, which I am all for. Actually, maybe even lower than that. It could be in the 20s. And yeah, here was the end of the season scoring. We'll see if a big 3 offensively, if Harden, Leonard, and Powell can get anything done in the playoffs. We're taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Definitely a beatable opponent. They're starting Drew Eubanks at the 5. Are they just anti-Zach Edey? I guess so. Not really sure if I'm a fan of that. Game number 1 goes to the Memphis Grizzlies. They ended up winning by 3 points, unfortunately. Damn, Kawhi had a good game. Harden had 16 assists, but he did not shoot the ball well. Neither did Derrick Jones Jr., who has been kind of bad offensively for us this season. All right, huge game number 2. We can't lose the first 2, and that's exactly what happens. We lose this one by 5. Damn, we had a good defensive game, only allowed 98 points, but offensively, not good. Kawhi, 8 of 22. Harden was better in this one. Portis was good offensively. Same with Zubac. Just couldn't get it done. Are we going to go down 3-0? Yes, we do. Oh my God, this has been such a close series. 47 combined between Harden and Kawhi, but we lost by 1 point. We had a fourth quarter choke job there. Lose by 3 in game 1, 5 in game 2, 1 in game 3. Are we going to lose in 4? No! Woohoo! We don't get gentlemen swept. We win this one 95-77. Game 5 is going to go to the LA Clippers. 141, 129, 32-11 for Harden. 31-8 for Kawhi, 15-14 for B-Ball Paul. Can we force a game 7? Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what we can do. Come on, let's see it. Let's see it. We have a great second quarter. This is to force a game 7. I mean, it's possible right now. This has been such a close series all around. We are down by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Down by 7. They're pulling away. Come on. Come on, let's come back. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Down by 4, 3.5 to go. At the end of the day, I just want to give the Thunder a worst draft pick. I know we're not winning the finals this year, even though it would be great. Okay, wow, GG Jackson, or that's Jaren Jackson Jr. just blows right by me. Harden get to the rim, and he's going to finish that inside for 33 points, man. I think I got to bring back James Harden after the performance he's been having. But then again, is he going to regress? Is this where I capitalize on a sign and trade potentially? Desmond Bane off a screen. Oh my God, it is so hard to defend those in this game. Oh, that puts them up by 7. Kawhi's getting guarded by GG Jackson. He should finish this as a tie, right? Kawhi, finish that. Thank you. He only has 8 points in this game. Damn, Kawhi. And I do wonder if the Clippers could get creative next offseason. Could they end up bringing Jimmy Butler over? Could they somehow get Brandon Ingram from the Pelicans? I don't know. Oh my God, why can't we defend these in the half court? Does anybody have any tips for that? Let me know in the comments, because teams that are able to run floppy sets or just screens off ball to get a 3-point shot open kills me every time. Norman Powell kicked that out to Harden. Kick that out to Harden. Oh my God. Come on. Can we get Bane? How is he not even jumping? Oh my God. I'm going to have to take a terrible shot here. Kawhi, please. I need this so bad. He's going to miss that. Zubats, get the positioning. Let's go. Come on. Go up there, Zubats. That was huge. 6-point game still. See, they're going to just try to run something for, oh my God, for Desmond Bane, and he gets open every single time. I mean, 2K's not going to allow 3 threes in a row to go in, but still, that is just unfortunate. Oh my God, why didn't he throw that ball closer to the rim? Zubats, where are you going? That was a brutal. Yeah, that was brutal. Harden, why can't my screens work? They never do. Harden, pull up. That should be good. Oh God, no, it's not. Oh, Kawhi with the steal. That is huge though. Kick it over to Harden. Harden, get to the rim. Come on, foul call something. Finish that. Oh my God. All right, Harden, I'm gonna need a 3 or something here. Is this gonna be the... No, it's not going to go in. It doesn't matter. We lost this. All right, hands up. That one's on me. Not beating the allegations. I do wonder if the CPU would have came back in that one, but you know what? It's fine. I'm okay losing in round 1 as the 5 seed. If you would have told me that in the preseason, I would have signed up for that 100%. As somehow in year 1, the Hornets were a 4 seed and have made it to the finals. And I always see the Lakers win it in year number 1. It just always happens. I don't know why. But I guess LeBron goes out well on the farewell tour. We do see Nicholas Batum retire, so that is going to be somebody off the bench we're going to have to replace. He does not make it to the Hall of Fame. So draft lottery time, we will get a first round pick at least. It is going to be all the way at number 27. We're going to be giving the Thunder the 19th overall pick, so we do have to drop 8 spots with that pick swap. The Kings get 1, Raptors 2, Pelicans 3, Wizards 4, and Rockets 5. Damn, 2K was either low on the Kings and the Pelicans this year in the sim, or they just got really lucky in the lottery. No, they were the 2 worst teams in the West. Okay. I mean, there could be a chance. I mean, I doubt it. Those 2 teams are talented on paper. I just see it's probably going to be the Jazz, the Spurs, and the Blazers at the bottom of the West, but you really never know. Nobody would have expected the Grizzlies to be at the bottom of the West last year. All right, I want to see if I can move Norman Powell to the San Antonio Spurs for the 12th overall pick. They're looking to get some shooting around Wemby, and I'm trying to get younger. Let's see if they agree to this. They would want AJ Green. I got to take on Zach Collins' $18 million a year contract. So that would make more sense if they're like, you'll take Zach Collins' contract because we don't want him here anymore. We'll give you the 12th pick. You give us Powell, Green in the 2nd. That's fine with me. Let's do that with the Spurs. So that means I'm going to have 2 first-round picks here in the 2025 draft. The Kings are on the clock. They take Ace Bailey, number 1, so not Cooper Flagg. So since we have Zach Collins to be the backup to Ivica Zubac, I'm going to send off B-Ball Paul to the Memphis Grizzlies for Drew Eubanks and a future first-round pick, top 3 protected. They're looking to upgrade their center spot, and we're going to give them B-Ball Paul. So that's been some great moves for us for what we got B-Ball Paul for last year, being very cheap, and then we're able to flip him in the offseason for a first rounder. That was good management. So we're on the clock here with the 12th overall pick, and we're going to be able to get a good player here for sure. Here's everybody that went before me. Ian Jackson would have been a nice high upside play here, but I do see Hugo Gonzalez. I see Liam McNeely, Drake Powell, Jaleel Bethea. All these guys are catching my eye for sure. And I think I'm going to go with Hugo Gonzalez. I think he can be an elite 3-point shooter, and he can be a nice complementary piece for us going forward. Maybe Drake Powell has a little bit more like number 1 upside, or same thing with Jaleel Bethea. Man, Bethea could be really good as well. I'm going to go Hugo, and I'm going to hope one of like Bethea, Ben Sarah falls to me. 20, whatever it is, 7 is kind of far. Maybe I should go Drake Powell here over Hugo Gonzalez. All right, I'm going to go, no, should I think Winchell Wheel Bethea? I don't know. All right, let's hope Drake Powell is good. Maybe I drafted the wrong guy there. We're not going to tell anybody I just did that. And I'm going to take Boogie Fland here out of Arkansas, John L. Boogie Fland. He, with the 27th overall pick, going to be maybe the replacement to Chris Dunn if I move him, or the replacement to Kevin Porter Jr. as a whole. So we're going to sign Powell. We're going to sign Fland. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if that means I'm like retooling, rebuilding. Should I move that pick to get somebody that could help us win now next year? Harden's a free agent. Does he have a real offer out there? Let's see. He kind of does. Oh my God, the Nets are giving him 2 for 74. I don't know if I can match that. Could I maybe do a sign and trade with the Nets? I wouldn't be opposed to selling high on Harden. Oh God, like if I give him that, does that even outbid the Nets offer? It does. 2 for 76. I mean, we're kind of desperate, like I said in the beginning of the video. Oh, man. All right. Hopefully, we do get a mid-level exception because I wouldn't mind using it on like a Moses Moody. Gary Trent Jr. could be a potential guy as well. I don't think I need like the Corey Kispert archetype or Isaiah Joe. I don't even know if we're going to be able to afford those guys, actually. So let's sign James Harden here. 2 years, 76. I may look at the trade market for him if anything makes sense. Yeah, we don't have that $12 million. We had that in cap space, but I brought back Harden. The problem is with the Nets, like, do I want Cam Johnson and Noah Clowney for James Harden? I don't really know if that makes us that much better. No, I think I'm going to keep Harden. I'm also going to make this trade with the Sacramento Kings. We're going to sacrifice some defense here, but we're going to get some shooting. I'm going to send them Zach Collins, who we got in that Spurs trade, Derrick Jones Jr., and Kobe Brown, former first-round pick, for Malik Monk and Kevin Huerter. Malik Monk is going to be a great shooting guard for us. Obviously, there's the defensive issues with Harden and Monk, but I do think Monk should be better than what Norman Powell was for us last year. And we're going to make one more trade. We're actually going to send Kevin Huerter. We're going to reroute him. We're going to send him back to the team that drafted him, the Atlanta Hawks. We're also going to send Chris Dunn in this trade. We're going to take on the 2 years remaining of DeAndre Hunter's deal, which isn't a great contract, but I'm going to be getting a future first-round pick in that deal, which we definitely need. And then to be my backup point guard, could I somehow get Jose Alvarado on a 2-year deal? This is just basically the Chris Dunn replacement. And then we also have Boogie Fland as well, so I'm okay with that. Let's just see if we can get Gary Harris on the minimum. As well as Tim Hardaway Jr. As we do see the notable Harden regression, which is not surprising. Kawhi has regressed as well. There's Zubats, Portis, Monk is regressing, so maybe they got out at a good time. All right, I might need to see the rookies step up this year, so we're going to play some of the younger guys. I'm going to play Cam Christie a little bit. I'm going to play Boogie Fland. We're going to play Drake Powell 15 minutes a night. It's going to be a decent bench size right now, but that's going to change over the course of the season. It's Harden and Monk in the backcourt, DeAndre Hunter, Kawhi Leonard, and Ivica Zubats wrapping out the starting 5, and then we have Bobby Portis as our 6th man. We are 4-star balanced under Ty Lue, and we're going to have Drake Powell be mentored by Kawhi Leonard, Boogie Fland by James Harden, who only has 2 gold badges right now and 0 Hall of Fame ones, and then Cam Christie by Malik Monk. So first game of the season is at home against the Golden State Warriors. Let's start off the season with a dub. Please give me good vibes, and there's no good vibes to be found. We lose 119-117. At least it wasn't in blowout fashion, but not a good start to the year. But we do pick up our first win in our second game of the season against the Phoenix Suns. Harden drops 28 points against his former teammate in Kevin Durant. All right, so at the trade deadline, things could be worse. We are 26-26, which puts us as the 7th seed in the West. Over our last 10 games, though, we are 3-7, but we do have a positive point differential right now. It's a little scary, not gonna lie, it is. I just think this team is peaking. I mean, that's fine, though, I guess, if we're peaking as a first-round exit, because we're not going to lose a good draft pick, because this year I do believe it goes to the Thunder. And I think we have good talent on paper, and if Powell and Fland can be what we think they can be, I think we're going to be in an okay spot. So something I'm going to do right now, I want to see if Bobby Portis is open to an extension. Oh, he does have the extension. Yeah, 3 years, $37 million. That's a really good value for Bobby Portis, so I'm okay with that. So Tim Hardaway Jr., yeah, like no notable free agents for us at the end of the year, which is good. Do we want to make a move right now, though, with what we have internally? I think it would be a lot easier to move somebody in the offseason, especially if we think we can get like a draft pick and we know where teams are picking. But I'm actually going to do this trade with the Philadelphia 76ers. We're going to be getting their first-round pick this year and Kevin Martin's expiring contract for Jose Alvarado and Luke Kennard. So hey, we've actually acquired some decent draft capital over the course of the last couple of seasons. We've acquired the Sixers first this year. We've acquired a top 3 Grizzlies pick. We've acquired a Hawks unprotected pick in 2028. And yeah, I feel like I didn't really need Jose Alvarado too much because I could play Boogie Fland a couple more minutes now. I could play Cam Christie a couple more minutes now. 3 more minutes remaining. We can give it to DeAndre Hunter, who's actually been pretty good for us in this role, which I think is better, not as good defensively as Derrick Jones Jr. was, but I think way better offensively than the gap between those two were defensively. So I'm okay with that. And hopefully this team can make the playoffs in the 2026 season. And Luka goes back-to-back and averages a 32-point triple-double in year number 2. Ace Bailey is your rookie of the year, the former number 1 overall pick. Josh Hart wins 6th man of the year in New York. Wemby back-to-back in Deep Boys. Brandon Bojemski, most improved this year around. This award went to a 2023 draft pick last year in Amen Thompson, this year in Bojemski, and Luka takes home Clutch Player of the Year. And Charles Lee, coming off winning the NBA Finals, Coach of the Year. All-NBA first team, you got Luka, Wemby, Giannis, Jokic, and Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis does play very well in NBA 2K25, which I like to see, because sometimes in previous 2Ks, he falls off, like, noticeably after LeBron retires. Josh, Shea, Halliburton, Edwards, and Banchero on All-NBA second team. Third team, James Harden. Okay, so I just got another All-NBA season out of Harden. Second team last year, third team this year. If he's bad next year on the last year of that contract, I'm fine with that, because if you're going to give me a top 15 value this year when you're that old at, what, 36 for Harden, where it could go south real quick, I'm fine with that. Kawhi, 34 years old, still an all defensive caliber member on all defensive first team. And we got Drake Powell and Boogie Fland on all rookie second team. I think these guys are going to be very good for us next year, and I am excited. So we were better this year. We finished the year as the 4th seed against the Mavericks, who were the 5 seed. I feel like these two teams always play each other in round number 1. We had 2 20-point per game scorers in Harden and Kawhi. Malik Monk there with 13.8 a night. I think the Kings knew something, because he started regressing for us after this year. There's DeAndre Hunter, who was good for us. I will take 38 from 3, 95 from the line any day of the week. Zubats averaged a double-double again. His contract's going to continue to go up. Portis, I think, is better as a 6th man for us. And for the playoffs, Cam Christie wasn't the greatest last year, so I think we are going to remove these minutes in the playoffs. I'm actually going to go 17 to the rookies. We're going to go 26 to Portis. And I think I'm going to play these starters just a decent amount more minutes a night. So let's see. Can we beat the Mavericks in the playoffs? The Mavericks basically ended the Paul George era in Los Angeles. What a start. Harden with 43 and 10. We just won by 50. Oh my God, what a game number 1. Vibes are high here in Los Angeles, in the new arena, new branding. I didn't even mention that in the beginning of the video, but unfortunately, we do get blown out in game number 2. Here we go, game number 3, big rubber match here. This goes to the Dallas Mavericks. They win by 6. Oh my God, what a fourth quarter show. Kawhi played so good in this game. We got outscored by 17 points in that fourth quarter, and we do lose game 4 by 5. Oh my God, come on, man. We could have won this series. Oh, this is so unfortunate. Here we go, game number 5. Oh, man. We got to win this at home. Hopefully force a game 6. This isn't great right now, but we have a strong third quarter. All right, come on. Let's finish off this game strong. Let's not lose this one. Boom, there we go. We win the close one. 109-107. Boom, we force a game 6. Game 6, though, on the road. This is a tough one, and we get blown out in that first quarter. We have a better second quarter, but we're down by 23 points. This is embarrassing. This is the way we're going to go out. Oh, man, that's a shame. That is a damn shame. We're going to lose by 17 points. Harden and Kawhi each had 23, but Luka had a 41-point triple-double. And for the second straight year, we lose in round 1. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is your Western Conference Finals MVP. LaMelo in the East, as the Hornets went back-to-back, but they lose 2 straight years, and the Thunder win it all. So the Sixers did make the playoffs as the 6th seed, so that's not going to be the greatest pick, as James Harden retires. Oh my God, I did not expect that. Coming off an All-NBA second-team season. All right, there goes Steph. There goes KD, Chris Paul on the Hawks. Oh my God, we just lost Harden. So we just lost a top 15-ish player in the NBA last year. And we're not going to really have too much cap space, as we are going to retire Chris Paul's number. All right, well, things definitely just got interesting here, as we're going to have to replace James Harden. We are not going to have anything here in the lottery, as the Jazz get the number 1 pick, the Bulls number 2, the Pelicans number 3. We are going to have the 20th overall pick in this draft via Philadelphia. We will have to give the 76ers our first round pick. So kind of a swap there. All right, that's not terrible. 20th overall pick. I'll take it. We're going to keep Ty Lue around, but this is a big pivotal offseason for us. Kawhi Leonard has 1 year left on his deal. Like, we could hit, this would probably be the time to hit the reset button, build around Fland. Oh man, we could do that. So we definitely could do that, and I'm going to make this trade with the Oklahoma City Thunder. We're going to be sending them DeAndre Hunter, coming off a really good season for us, and the 20th overall pick to the Thunder for Aaron Wiggins, who I think could just replicate DeAndre Hunter's production for a third of the contract value, which is great, and we're going to get a Denver first round pick in 2027. So we didn't make any draft picks here. Junior Williamson, the younger brother, is on. No, I'm just kidding. And then you have Artie Smalls, the great-grandchild of Biggie Smalls. All right, I'm going to shut up. And then Jim Paul. Wow, okay. Yeah, those were the best picks probably there in the top 5. With our pick at 20, they took Oscar Dixon. He actually does not look like a bad project play out of Tennessee, a wing there with the 20th overall pick. Has not the worst three-point shot right now. So we didn't have any rookies here. Team player options, we got none. I don't think we're going to have cap space. I think what I may do... Oh, man. Maybe I should trade Kawhi. I'm going to bring back Eubanks for sure. We have about $30 million in cap space, but do I want to replace Harden with Kyrie if we wanted to clear up money? I'm not going to be able to afford Trae Young, but next year, we could have a decent amount of money open, and I could easily look to move on from Malik Monk or Bobby Portis. I mean, Monk has, what, a team option? Maybe I look to move Malik Monk right now. I mean, I could pick it up and definitely move him next year. Zubats, though, $21 million is going to be a lot. Bobby Portis, I mean, that's not a lot. I mean, I could, maybe if Kawhi wants less, I could bring him back and then still sign a big name. For some reason, Cason Wallace is unrestricted. I'm going to try to sign him. I don't know if I can get him on a multi-year deal. I don't think so. I mean, we got to just hope that he chooses us over Miami, which I don't know if that's going to happen. So let me just kind of wait a day and see. No, he's going to take Miami's offer. Damn. That would have been nice for sure. Unless he didn't sign with Miami, but I'm sure he did. Yeah, it would have been nice. So who am I looking to sign on like a 1 or 2 year deal that I could definitely flip at the deadline? I don't really know if I want to invest a lot of money in Mather, and he could be good. Zach LaVine, I don't think so. Oh my, why is he here? 2K, what are you doing? I don't hate the idea of giving Colin Sexton like a 1+1, and then I could flip him at the deadline, because he can make me at least somewhat respectable this year. So if nobody wants to offer you the big bucks, Colin Sexton, I could do that, and then I could probably move you at the deadline. And I have a feeling he's going to take that offer, and he does. Let's go. And then I'm also going to invest into Nikola Jovic on a 2-year deal as well, but it would be tradable next. Oh, just kidding. The Heat steal another player from me. Come on. I'm going to get Andre Drummond, I think, on a 1 year. We'll do a 2-year deal, team option. Yeah, and then I can move him at the deadline if I want to. If not, he's a better backup center than Drew Eubanks. So I feel like this is going to be a big retool year. Kawhi Leonard could retire at the end of the year for all I know, but that $50 million is going to be up next year. Correct, right? There's no player option that's going to surprise me. No, he is a unrestricted free agent. If I could re-sign him throughout the regular season for like $38 million a year, I may do that because I still think we can have a max contract. And then unless we're like the 1 seed, I should move Colin Sexton because I'd assume he's going to opt out of $19 million. All right, is it weird? I'm excited about this team this year. So Boogie Flan, I think, is going to get like 28 minutes a night starting point guard. Sexton can get 33 minutes a night. We're going to go 35 to Kawhi, 31 to Zubats. We'll do 27 to Aaron Wiggins. Malik Monk as the 6-man. Drake Powell. Like, this team could be a sneaky 8 seed. We could also be the worst team in the league. And hey, if we're really bad, I may trade Kawhi at the deadline if that's even possible. We start off the year at home against the Spurs. Can we start off the season with a dub? Yes, we do. We win 117-113. All right, I'm kind of excited about this team. We beat the Pistons by 7. Okay, let's go. Can we start off the year 3-0? Boom! Oh my God, let's go. All right, so we're at the deadline. Pretty much the same spot we've been over the last couple of years, 26 and 25, which makes me happy that we never really bottom out in this. And I thought maybe after that start, we could have been like flirting with the 3 seed, which is possible. But yeah, Kawhi Leonard is notably regressing as like an offensive scoring option. But Colin Sexton has been really good. I think he would opt out, so I should look to move him. Malik Monk's having a great bounce back year. Having Sexton and Monk could be a little redundant, but Boogie Flan has been a phenomenal playmaker for us, which is great to see. Drake Powell. 3-point shot is down a little bit this year, but I still like the offensive upside. I mean, before we look to make any moves, Kawhi Leonard, $41 million. I think I'd rather just let him hit free agency. Colin Sexton, I don't know if he would opt out, which makes me scared that I should probably make a trade right now because that is a very good trade asset in this league. And we're going to make this trade with the Dallas Mavericks. I'm going to be sending them Colin Sexton, who maybe opts out and we could try to re-sign him or bring him back in free agency for Daniel Gafford. They do have Derek Lively still. They have Nick Richards. They don't really need Gafford. So they're going to send me Gafford, who could become a trade piece in the offseason and a future first-round pick. Boom, there we go. And I'm actually going to make this trade with the Cavs. We're going to be sending them Andre Drummond and a 2nd rounder for Jalen Tyson, the 20th overall pick in the 2024 draft, who is under team control for next year as well. Gives us a nice wing, and since I did just bring in Gafford and I have Zubats, I didn't need Drummond on this team as well. So probably for the rest of the year, let's see more minutes from Drake Powell. Let's see more minutes from Boogie Flan. Malik Monk is definitely going to start. I mean, this team could still make the playoffs 100%. And Cam Christie has been better. I think I'm going to keep Aaron Wiggins as the 6th man. He's been an elite 3-point shooter for us. Bobby Portis has been better in this role, but he's definitely getting up there in age. Him and Gafford are going to get like 16 tonight. Cam Christie has been better this year. He'll get 10 minutes. I don't know. 12 seems kind of disrespectful to Jalen Tyson. feel like he could probably play more than that, so we'll do something like that. And we'll see if this team can make the playoffs in the third year again. Nikola Jokic, 28, 11, and 8.5, wins MVP, the 4th of his career now. Junior Williamson, the #1 overall pick, Rookie of the Year with the Jazz. Michael Ruzic, I hate that it says 6th Player of the Year now. 6th Man of the Year. 6'10", forward out of Spain. He's in this year's upcoming 2025 draft class. Boogie Flan wins Most Improved. I don't think sophomore should win that award. He just had a bigger role since James Harden retired. We didn't get anybody on an All-NBA team for the first time in this video because Harden has made the last 2 All-NBA teams. Kawhi is still a top 10 defender in the league. Oh, man, he was an elite shooting player, but like for $40 million, I don't think I could pay that. I guess that's like the Anunoby contract basically, or he's now like OG Anunoby out there. And unfortunately, oh man, we did not play well in the second half. All right, we did not even make the play-in tournament. We went 35 and 47. That hurts, not gonna lie, it does. We were actually maybe the 3rd worst team in the West when you look at point differential, negative 4.4. Yeah, I think this was going to be a retool year. I thought a retool year would have been like an 8 seed. We could have made it out of the play-in tournament, but for the first time in this video, we do not make the playoffs. We're going to have to make some big decisions this offseason, but I think we have the roster construction right now and the flexibility cap-wise, draft pick-wise, and just tradable contract-wise to really make a good team next year. Oh my God. The Charlotte Hornets are approaching Buffalo Bills territory. They just lost their 3rd straight NBA Finals. Oh my God. I am so sorry for Hornets fans. That is brutal. So Tobias Harris retires, DeMar DeRozan. Any Clippers retire? We always have to look at that since, I mean, it is an old roster right now, but we are getting younger, which is what the Clippers need to do. And draft lottery time, oh my God. So we have the Clippers picked there at 6. I will be a man of my word. This is the 2027 lottery. So basically, we have to give our pick to OKC. We get Denver's first round pick though, which is nice. But yeah, don't make it move up. All right, so the Memphis pick moved up. Oh my God. Is that from the Eubanks trade? That is, I think. So we're going to have to give OKC, I believe, the 8th overall pick, but I already have Denver's pick at 27. So I guess that trade with Oklahoma City was getting my swap back. All right, so I guess that makes sense. Then I'm able to keep 4, 8, and 27. See, now we can actually make something work this offseason. I do want to bring back Ty Lue. Players love him. It's a good guy to keep around. So Kawhi Leonard's a free agent. I could move Gafford. I don't think I need to commit $35 million a year to centers, basically. Bobby Portis, I think he's getting up there. I may look to move him, but I kind of want to have the most amount of cap space until free agency. So I don't think I'm going to take on any bad contracts now. Jared Becker looks like the best player in this class, 19 years old, out of Canada. Maybe I should have traded up for him because sometimes these guys tend to drop off a little bit because he looks clearly like the best guy in this class. Number 2 goes Jacob Carr, 5'11" point guard out of USC. Okay. And then number 3 is going to be, let's see, the Atlanta Hawks are actually trading the pick to New York for DiVincenzo and Zach Collins. Is that how weak this draft is? They take Jared Barlow, who I feel like I've seen before. 69 overall. It's not exciting. All right, so I think I'm actually prepared to offer the Celtics pick 4, pick 8, and Daniel Gafford for Jared Becker, the number 1 overall pick. And they're going to agree to that. Yeah, I think he's just by far the best player in this class. Alexander Starks goes 4. Yeah, I think we got a difference maker with Becker. And then I took Josh Cooper at the end of the first round out of Gonzaga. He actually looks pretty good. 6'6" wing, 20 years old, already a 73 overall. It's higher overall than some of the guys went in the top 5. We're going to pick up all these team options, but there's a good chance I look to trade Malik Monk as Karl Anthony Towns is a free agent. I was hoping somebody bigger would be out there, like Luka Doncic, which I could basically get the money to sign Luka. Now, he's probably, like, he got a full offer from the Mavericks. He gets a full offer from the Wizards. It's not a guarantee that I'm going to get him. Kawhi, though, does not have a real offer. I don't think he would take the Lakers offer right away. And we do need a backup center, so I'm going to send Malik Monk to Miami for Kel'el Ware. We're going to save $14 million in this deal. Everything could change if I could sign Luka Doncic. If I give him a no-trade clause, a player option, we'll have the suspense. I won't look at the interest there. If he does not sign with us, I guess we pivot to giving Kawhi a short-term deal. But I also may wait and see if I can get maybe Scoot Henderson if they have like a Dylan Harper, and they may not match that because Scoot is pretty good in this save. But then again, like, I guess I'd rather have Brandon Miller. Let's offer Miller a deal. Let's see. Do we get Luka, please? Oh my God, yes! Yes! Oh my God, I get Luka. He's going to leave Dallas for the Clippers. Yeah, I'm sorry, Kawhi, but I got to do this. I got to do this. Luka Doncic is an LA Clipper. Let's freaking go, man. All right, let's just make sure we get him. I don't care about anything else right now. Boom! Let's go, man. That is such a big pickup for us. Luka Doncic is going to run the show here. And anytime you have Luka, you can win the title. Unfortunately, I can't sign Kawhi. Can I? Can I get Kawhi on a 2-year deal? Is it going to allow me to do this? Oh my God, I got Kawhi back. All right, I just got Kawhi and Luka. Let's go. So looking at the roster right now, I have both my centers. I have plenty of forwards. I could even look to move Bobby Portis if I want. I have Jalen Tyson. I have Drake Powell. I like this team right now. I'm going to bring back Derrick Jones Jr. on a 2-year deal, but he could become a trade candidate at one point. And come on, can I get him? Boom. I felt comfortable giving Kawhi that 2-year deal now that I have Luka Doncic on the team, who's going to regress. Hey, love to see that, but Flanders up to an 83. I mean, I could start Luka at the 2, but then we got Drake Powell, who I think I'm going to start at the 2. All right, so let's look at the year 4 rotation with Luka at the 1. That is insane. So I think since he was the number 1 overall pick, I'm starting Becker at the 4. It's nice we have a veteran like Bobby Portis on this team. I think Wiggins and Tyson can get around 19 minutes a night. We're going to go 22 to Boogie Fland. So yeah, like Cooper, our first round pick, later in the first, Christie and Derrick Jones Jr. Like, we have a lot of depth. Like, those guys are not even going to play for us. I think Becker should get 28 minutes a night, something like that. Powell can get 30. Kawhi, 31 at this point in his career is fine, and then 30 for Zubats. This is a really good team. We're 4-star balanced. We could have movable contracts at the deadline if we wanted to make a win-now move. Yeah, Luka. Oh, man, I'm so excited to have this guy on my team. We start off the year 2-0. 2 big wins, too, by double digits. All right, yeah, the Luka Doncic effect is just going this year. 47-8 with a 15.9 point differential, up there with the Houston Rockets, who have a star-studded team. They are actually like rivaling the OKC Thunder as the easiest team, I think, to rebuild in this game. The top 4 teams in the West are 8-2 in their last 10 games. We take a look here at the stats. Luka Doncic is averaging 24.5 points, 8.5 rebounds, 10.3 assists on 50-40-90 splits. The defense may not be there, but he's elite. Drake Powell is also taking a step into year number 3, which we love to see. 12th overall pick back in 25. Jared Becker, 17. Oh my God, this guy's. Yeah, see, this is why I moved 4, 8, and Daniel Gafford 4. I was not getting this production out of anybody else in that draft. Boogie Fland may win 6th man of the year. Kawhi Leonard, I mean, he may be overpaid at this point, but good defense, good efficiency. I'll take this as my 5th scoring option right now. Zubats, there's Tyson, who is going to be a free agent at the end of the year, and I wonder if I can afford. Man, Bobby Portis has been really efficient in this role. I thought about moving Jalen Tyson and Derrick Jones Jr., but you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's see if we could win a title this year in year number 4. We're going to re-sign Ivica Zubats to a 3-year extension worth around $45 million total. I'm going to bring back Bobby Portis on a 2-year deal worth around $20 million. And yeah, like Kalower is a free agent at the end of the year, so is Jalen Tyson. We'd probably lose out on those guys. Hopefully we don't have to get there if we could win a title. And Luka Doncic in his first year in Los Angeles wins MVP. We get Rookie of the Year as well in Jared Becker. Can I get 6th man of the year? No, it goes to Igor Demon in Portland. It does not go to Boogie Fland. Wemby takes home Depoy. Junior Williamson, most improved. I mean, he improved, but he was the number 1 overall pick. He should be improving as we went 70-12, and Ty Lue is your coach of the year. Okay, vibes are high right now. Vibes are the highest they've been in this video. Josh Giddey, I just see signed 1-year deals like every year. I wonder if he signed a 2-year deal in Washington, but every single save, it's a 1-year deal with so many different teams. And Jared Becker was on our rookie first team. Obviously, we're the 1 seed. We won 70 games. We're taking on a good Warriors team in round number 1. And here were the end of the season stats with Luka Doncic leading the way. Drake Powell, the number 2 scorer. Jared Becker, number 3. This guy's going to be like a 90 overall in year number 4. So for the playoffs, I think I may remove Jalen Tyson from it just because he was an inconsistent shooter and we could use the value of the big man off the bench. And Aaron Wiggins was an elite shooter for us this year, so I think he can get 20 minutes. Let's go 32 to Zubats. Let's go 32 to Jared Becker. He needs to play a ton. 33 to Kawhi. Let's go 38 to Luka. We'll do 33 to Powell, and then 4 more minutes. Let's just honestly go 1 more each to the starting 5 members. Let's beat the Warriors in round number 1. We won 70 games, 2K. How do we lose game 1? Oh my God, in game 3. What the heck? All right, so we lose game 1, which is unreal, by 17 at home. What a start to the playoffs. We win game 2 in blowout fashion. We win game 3 in blowout fashion, but they win game 4 in blowout fashion. Game 5, though, we blow them out. Wow, not very close series whatsoever. Game 6, it was the closest game. We won in overtime. That scares me, but Drake Powell was really good in round number 1. We're taking on Portland in round 2. Still have Scoot, Simons, and Sharp, and Denny, and Aiden, and Klingon. All right, shout out to them. Still having a lot of OG Blazers. Chris Murray's still there. Time Lord's still there. They got Luke Kennard, former Clipper. I feel like we should beat them in advance of the conference finals. We do, but it's going to be our toughest test yet, going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Luka just averaged 49 and 16 in those 4 games. You have Brooklyn and Milwaukee over here in the East. Let's see if we can beat Oklahoma City. Do they still have DeAndre Hunter? Oh my God, how did they get Cat for the minimum? Oh my God, $5.7 million for Karl Anthony Towns. You gotta be kidding me. That is insane. They have Lee McNeely, former teammate of Drake Powell at UNC, and Ian Jackson. Alex Caruso's still there. Okongwu. Oh my God, that's a good team. Game 1 goes to the Clippers. This is the Paul George trade right here. God, Zubats was 8 for 8 in this game. Let's dominate, Chet, please. Game 2 goes to the Clippers. All right, we ended up winning this one by 24 points. Aaron Wiggins against this former team, 22 points, knocks down 4 threes. We do lose game 3, the first one in Oklahoma City. 30-point triple-double for Luka Doncic. 25 and 4 for Jared Becker. Game 4 goes to the Thunder. Damn. All right, brand new series here. We're tied 2 games apiece. Game number 5. Let's see what happens here. Oh, God. They get off to a good start. Are they about to win 3 games unanswered? We have a good second quarter. Great second quarter. Good third quarter. All right, we're going to blow them out here in game number 5. After a scary first quarter, we win by 43. The rookie, Jared Becker. I'm so glad I traded for this guy. Maybe the best player in the NBA from Canada. He's showing Shea that he's the best player from Canada, but no, it's still Shea right now. Game 6, they get off to a great start. They're currently up by 27. All right, I guess we're going to game 7. Wow, momentum is just gone after that one. We just gave up 138 points. Jared Becker's playing well, but you know what? Game 7, winner's going to take on the Brooklyn Nets. We're in Los Angeles. Don't do this to me. Don't make me lose, please. All right. First quarter, indifferent, but I'll take it. Second quarter, not great for us. Third quarter is where games are won and lost. We had a good third quarter. Oh, man. Here we go. This is going to be a close fourth quarter. We're up by 1. We're going back and forth. They're up by 6. Why? All right. 3-point game. Please. Please come back. Can somebody score? Oh, my God. Luka. Oh, my God. We're going to lose this game, aren't we? Wow. Nobody wants to score. Nobody wants to score. Can we hit a game-tying 3, please? Oh, my God. Please. Please. Let's see what happens. This is unreal. What a choke job. Oh my God, we actually have the ball. Wait, didn't it? No. Oh my God, I thought we just got a steal there. Wow, I thought it was 115, 116. Is that Jared Becker? It is. Luka, just get to the rim. Find Jared Becker inside. Becker finished that. Oh my God, come on, man. Come on. That is unreal. That is unreal. Is it good luck? He's 6'10", and he missed that. I need a Luka 3 here more than I need air. Luka, please. Oh God, slightly early. Once again, I'm 0-2 in games in this video. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Oh my God, that is such an embarrassing loss, man. And the Thunder are back in the finals for the 3rd straight year. But they don't go and three-peat. They lose to Cooper Flagg and the Brooklyn Nets. I really thought Kawhi Leonard was going to retire, but he does not, thankfully. We're going to run this team back. I may make one trade this offseason. Well, guess who has the #1 pick from Atlanta? Oh, that's from the DeAndre Ayton trade. So that Grizzlies pick got us like 4, and we get #1 this year. Oh my God, that is crazy. Please tell me there's a generational prospect in this draft. It's a center, Sean Moore. I guess I'm not too shocked. All right, so he's probably going to replace Khalil Ware next year. I'm going to draft a backup with the first pick, unless he's already better than Zubats. But yeah, we're going to take Sean Moore, 6'11" center from Oregon State. Man, it'd be cool to see like him and Becker over time together, 2 #1 picks playing with each other in the front court. Yeah, that was definitely the best player in this class. We're going to sign Sean Moore there. That is just so lucky. We're going to pick up the team option on Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Green's going to be a free agent. We'll see if we can get some of these guys back on the qualifying offers. Like, I'm not paying Cam Christie $17 million a year, so he's gone. I hope Tyson and Ware will come back on the QOs. Honestly, 3 years, $27 million. We're bringing back Jalen Tyson. And if Khalil Ware takes the QO, I think I'm just going to trade him because that is a good trade asset. As Zion goes to the Lakers. Whoa. Devin Booker to the Bucks. Cat gets a monster deal from the Suns. Jalen Green to the Bucks as well. And we do get Khalil Ware back on the QO. I think we have one big trade left in us. Like, we could move Derrick Jones Jr., Khalil Ware, see what we can get. All right, so this is going to be the rotation. Luka, Drake Powell, Kawhi Leonard, Jared Becker, and Zubats with a bench of Boogie Fland, Wiggins, Tyson, Sean Moore, and Bobby Portis. Yeah, we have trade assets to make a deal if we wanted to. And Luka Doncic gets another MVP with the LA Clippers. We didn't really need to make any trades at the deadline. Moore wasn't going to get Rookie of the Year since he didn't start. Shout out to Artie Smalls winning Most Improved. They just love giving it to year 2, guys. We go 17-12 again. If I go 17-12 for the 2nd straight year and don't make it to the NBA Finals, this team is cursed and is never going to go to an NBA Finals in franchise history. So we were the 1 seed. We're taking on the 8-seeded Spurs. Like, this team is so good right now that, like, Khalil Ware is not even playing. Derrick Jones Jr. not even playing for this team. And for the playoffs, I don't know if I'm going to remove anybody from it. Like, maybe Bobby, just because he's getting up there in age. And I think I'd rather go with the younger guy in, like, Sean Moore. Jalen Tyson, 15 minutes a night. We can go 24 to Flan, 20 to Wiggins. Let's go 32 to Zubats. Jared Becker is just a beast, man. This guy is so good. Kawhi, for defense, he can get 30 minutes a night, but he's now turning into like our 5th best player. 36 to Luka, 34 to Drake Powell. Can we please beat Wemby in round number 1? They do have Donovan Freeman from Syracuse. He hasn't really been much of a shooter. There's Hugo Gonzalez, who's been good. I don't really think he's a 90 overall worthy. I think progression is kind of high in this game. The fact that we haven't swept a round 1 team also is kind of frustrating, but hey, we get it done. Drake Powell is going shot for shot with Luka, averages more points in round 1. Round number 2 against the Lakers. They have Zion and AD. They got that. I was going to say Kentucky front court, but sometimes when I say it quickly, I think Zion goes to Kentucky, but now obviously went to Duke. Here we go, conference finals. Don't lose game 1, all right? We win the Battle of Los Angeles. even though we lost game 1, which scares me every time. This Jared Becker guy is so good. Is so good. All right, let's see what happens here in the conference finals. Rematch against OKC. The matchup I want. They're so good. They're so good on paper, but I do think we're deeper. So we lose game 1 by 1 point, but we've lost every series as game 1. Boogie Flan drops 33 points off the bench. All right, we win game 2. If we lost game 2, I would have panicked. We win game 3. We lose game 4. We win game 5. Please win in 6. Okay, thank God we're in the finals. All right, this franchise is not cursed. Luka is your Western Conference Finals MVP. A franchise that may be cursed, the Charlotte Hornets. They did not make it to the finals last year. This is their 4th finals appearance in 5 years. They have 0 finals victories. Hopefully that stays the same. They don't even have Brandon Miller anymore. So I'm sorry, Charlotte. Wow, they win game 1. We lost game 1 every single series. That is ridiculous. Game 2 goes to Charlotte. Okay, we have yet to go down 2-0. All right, they're going to beat me, aren't they? Just LaMelo's going to carry them. We do win game 3, thankfully, by 7. Or, excuse me, yeah, by 7. Please win game 4. Okay, thank you. Brand new series here. Let's win 3 in a row. This would hurt them a lot. Game 5 goes to us. Okay, so they're up 2-0. Everyone's like, all right, they're finally going to win. And then we rattle off 3 in a row. Can we rattle off 4 in a row? Now we're going to a game 7. Oh my God. We blew it in the 4th. All right, here we go, game 7. Game 7, we're going to have a very strict rotation here. I think Tyson's going to get 10 minutes a night. We're going to lower Wiggins a little bit. Luka, you're playing 40. Get the cardio up. Drake Powell, you're playing 37 in this one. Game 7, here we go. It's going to be in Los Angeles at the Intuit Arena, the new one. We have a good start. We have a terrible third quarter. What is that third quarter? How do you score 14 points? How do you score half of what you did in the first? Oh, God, I'm nervous. We're up by 4, though. We're up by 4. This is a lower scoring game, but we're going on a run here. We're up by 14. It's looking good for us, and the LA Clippers are going to hold the Hornets to 79 points in Game 7. We score 96. Powell and Luka combined for 51, and the LA Clippers win the 2029 NBA Finals, and Luka Doncic is your Finals MVP. What a squad, man. This team is very good, and we kept a couple OG Clippers, including Kawhi Leonard and Ivica Zubac. And I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, I would appreciate you dropping a thumbs up. That was kind of easier than the Golden State Warriors rebuild. I think signing Luka Doncic, it obviously helped out a ton. But let me know in the comments which team we should rebuild next. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.